Hey everybody, Critical Mass for February 19th, 2015. I know maybe I'm behind the ball a little bit, but Mr. A-Rod, what a douche. Now, I don't know his reasoning behind not doing a press conference and writing an open letter to people. And I feel like it's like crying wolf, and after a while you can't do it anymore. And I get these notifications, I don't know, a handwriting expert said that he writes like a woman and has a very large ego. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny. He writes like a girl and has a very large ego. It's just like, I've been reading articles about what he's been doing. He's got 60. He's not going to walk away. He's at $61 million. That's a lot of money, and I don't. But this was a guy who was a five-tool player, a fantastic ball out of high school. He was a can't miss prospect. Seattle, went to Texas, all this stuff, and now they're saying maybe he was on steroids his whole time. Maybe like the same thing that they brought up about Lance Armstrong. Who knows? But with all that freaking talent, it's funny. I just watched a thing on talk about talent about NFL Network has on like top 10 lists, and they had the top 10 uh, draft steals. And you see, look at a guy, Tom Brady, 199. He went 199th in the draft the year he was drafted. He's got 4 rings right now. Montana was picked. All these guys picked that. There's always cases of guys that, like get picked and don't get picked up, and you're like, how did this guy get? How did they miss on this guy or whatever? And you don't know someone's heart. But this is a guy who had everything. I mean, but the ego just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and guy's missed basically a year and a half. He's coming back at 40. He's going to be tested like crazy. So either he has to use an he has to use something, a masking agent or something, because there's no way he's going to come back at 40 and do anything. I think they're just hoping he'll go away, but he's not, because he really has nothing else to do, and he's an insecure guy. And do I know? I mean, obviously, he just feels like he can't. Just stand by what you do. Stop apologizing. Then saying you got a placebo agent. What are you doing, dude? I wish I had, I'd like one shot, one at bat. And this guy's had a great, he's made hundreds of millions of dollars playing baseball. And you know what? It could come back and bite him in the ass. It's coming back to bite Lance Armstrong in the ass. They're suing him for $10 million, and they said they're going to go after more. He'll probably have nothing left. But you know what? Lance Armstrong will just have a bicycle. He'll be 80 years old, ride his bike all over the place. I don't think he really, I'll never forget what a guy said to me when I was acting. One of the first acting jobs I ever had. It was called The Suitcase. I remember it was I think it was a school. It was New York Film Academy or something. I think I have a copy of it somewhere, and I definitely do. And he said, if you're an asshole before you make it, you're just a bigger asshole when you make it. Lance Armstrong, you hear he's not a nice guy. You keep hearing it, and same thing with A-Rod. I trained someone in a building that he lived in here on the west side, and they said that kids would try to ask for autographs. He wouldn't give it to them, whatever. And he's kind of a douche. I mean, he's very talented. As a ball player. But I felt when we got him, he was cancer. At the Yankees, I felt like when they got him, he was a cancer. We got 1 ring out of him, but I never felt like he was going to take the team, bring the team over the edge. I never felt like he was a team player. I've always felt it was about him. It was about stats. He could say all he wants, whatever. But when the Yankees won, they won when it was a team, man. It was a freaking team. That's when they won. They won when they had, they had O'Neal and all those guys. They won because they played as a team. I don't know, man. I think they're going to be terrible this year, the Yankees. I think the Yankees are in for they don't have a real clubhouse leader. Teixeira is hurt all the time. And, yeah, pitching-wise, Tanaka, that shoulder's probably shit. He threw 21 pitches. 21 pitches isn't the season. So I don't have a good vibe about this year. About any New York. It's been a terrible year for New York sports. The Giants sucked. The Jets sucked. The Knicks sucked. Man, they all sucked. Islanders are pretty good, right? And I'm not really a hockey fan, so I'm not gonna. But Nets aren't good. Yankees aren't gonna be. I don't think the Mets are gonna be any good. Oh, and I didn't work out today with little Jay in the apartment. Day 2, feeling like I'm 90 years old. So I was just smoking some pot. Just kidding. And somebody just put on Facebook, I had done the show Stalk back in, 2012, and it was just on TV. He caught it and he put a screenshot on Facebook. That's what I love about that stuff. Just everybody putting stuff up. And some guy I know is living in North Carolina, a grad school guy that graduated a couple years ahead of me that I always liked, Rob Kramer, and he wrote something, and I just told him, man, it's he was one of the good ones. I felt a lot of people were full of shit, or just didn't, everybody was Actors are always like that anyway. Most people don't say what they really feel, and they don't, or they backstab you behind your back, and they don't, and they're not truthful and whatever. This guy was always real. That's my East Coast, I guess. Yeah. So A-Rod's a douche. That's going to be the subject of my thing today, and you can weigh in. Tell me what you think. I think he's a douche, and I really hope he comes back. One swing, the whole body just goes. Or maybe he'll have a needle in the back of his pocket that he forgot to take out of his pocket before he went up to bat. He's going to do something stupid this year. It's going to happen. All right, I'll talk to you. Peace out.